Hello everyone, this is Big Black 420i coming to you again with another video. This video here is based online. The vehicle that you see before you is a vehicle that I will always be driving online outside of the short chassis version. Alright, I thought that may have been a short chassis version, but nah, that's not it. That's actually another player. But yeah, so this is the truck that you'll be seeing. The short chassis version will also have the same exact paint scheme. So if you recognize this truck online, that'll be me, because I'm the only one who runs this paint scheme in these exact colors. And I've been checking, I've looked. Plus, if you want to verify, you can also see the license plate, Big Black, and the window, Rough Riders. So right now, today, I'm going to be hauling this load here. Currently, I don't even know where I'm at. Hold on, let's see where we at here. Alright, from the looks of it, looks like we're in Oxner. Alright, and we are going to Jackpot. It's actually a little bit of a trip from here. Alright. But I'm glad I got myself a nice, good trip. Now this trailer here is a trailer I've been trying to get my hands on for a while. I don't know why, but this trailer seems to be one of the hardest trailers to get your hands on. Alright, I mean it's big. You've got all of your axles, but for some reason it doesn't weigh as much as it's supposed to look for some reason. I mean, for example, it only weighs 39,000 pounds. I would expect for a trailer like this to be weighing like 80, 90 something thousand pounds, but it's only 39, but I guess it's I guess it's not a secret that in ATS, the loads aren't exactly labeled properly or made properly. But despite the fact that matters, I still have the trailer that I want, and I'm going to have some fun with it. So without further ado, let's get rolling. This sounds so much different than the other trucks I use on a single player mode. Hopefully that'll get changed in a future update. I love having large trailers and having large axles. Well, large set of axles. I find it to be the most fun. I better switch views here. Just past the gas station. find myself a service area. Now, this is one big difference about playing online. Is that when you're playing on single player mode, in single player mode, you know, you got your traffic, you got a whole lot of traffic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, none of the traffic is really going to work with you. They're going to act as if they don't see you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were programmed that way, I don't know. But in some situations, it does get a little difficult trying to get your load somewhere when, you know, traffic is out there to get you. Now, when you're playing on multiplayer, playing online like I'm doing now, it's like you own the road. It's like it's just you out here. I mean, look at this. I can go on for miles and not see a single thing. I can just get my load delivered without a care in the world. That's one of the things that I do like about playing online. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not gonna say that I'm against the idea of having traffic online, but hopefully anything that is done online is done a whole lot more realistic than it's done in single player mode. Because in single player mode, in some situations you ain't got a chance. Like for example, let's say if you want to do a mod for like one of those trailer mods that's like oversized loads and stuff. Forget about it. You'll never be able to get a chance to get through town because the traffic simply will not allow you. You know what I'm saying? It's like the laws don't apply to trucks, you know, to the artificial intelligence that the game was designed for. So it gets a little annoying, but if they allowed us to have those type of mods on online mode, to where we didn't have to worry about any of this traffic, oh yeah, gotta love it. Because you know that everybody and everyone will be able to learn how to actually drive the vehicles more so without having to worry about the traffic getting in the way of it. So that's just my opinion. Don't want to hit the fire hydrant. Not sure if I'm going to actually fit in here. If I do, it's going to be by the skin of my teeth here. Alright, shut this truck off. Time to start refueling. Looks like I got a little stuck with the sign back here. It ain't gonna give. See, these gas stations were not really designed to have trucks this size going into them. They really not. So now I gotta back on out in the traffic in order to get back on the road here. And the problem is that if I got another driver coming up behind me, I risk getting labeled as a blocker because people do not have enough patience to actually let the darn truck back out. That's one of the problems of playing online. Is that you come across a lot of people that just sit here impatient. They report you like nothing. Get you banned for nothing. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Most of us has been here already. Yeah, my G27 is getting kind of loud. I'm gonna have to go inside this darn thing, see if anything's coming loose. I remember it being a lot quieter than this. A lot quieter. It looks like he was going way too wide. I see why he was trying to go wide. What type of bump was there in the middle of the road? Because I did not see nothing. better, the more practice I get inside this view, the better I'll be able to handle it. It's a shame to have a view like this and not use it while making the video. You know, I forgot that I had to go do something. I guess it would help if I took off the brakes right. I think that's a DC3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is. That's a DC3. Nah, wait a minute. Nah, not a DC3. DC3 is only a dual engine. Alright. The DC3 is a dual. That's a 4 engine. So now I'm confused. I don't know what that is. Yes, I'm going to take a picture of that plane because I want to see that. I've been wanting to take a picture of that plane since I knew about it, and I've always forgotten to take a picture of it until now. What? The rest of the trip. I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of sightseeing every now and then. Especially if it's taking too much time. You're all right, driver? Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't help but laugh at that. That was just so unnecessary for him to just go through there and do that. I wonder if he knows he was being filmed on that. Oh man, I don't know why he was trying to go so fast. You're not supposed. See, I keep saying this to people. Stop going so fast while driving an 18-wheeler. There is nothing about an 18-wheeler that is designed to go that fast. All right. They're not designed to go that fast. They're not designed to go around corners that fast. They're only designed to move nothing but tonnage, all right? Raw tonnage. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all they're meant for. So if you're trying to go around the roads like Andre, like you saw him do, yeah, that'll happen. Sorry, I just can't help but laugh at things like that. Things like that just really crack me up. One thing though I can give kudos to that driver is that he made sure that he didn't hit me. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he didn't hit me, I really don't care exactly what he do. Just as long as it doesn't bother what I'm doing, shoot, go all out, do what you want. Area 57 is located out here. If anybody knows the answer to that question, please leave it in the comment because I forgot what state that was in the U.S. Could be in California, could be in Nevada. I have no idea whatsoever. One thing I know is that I'm looking at nothing but land, and I'm just trying to come up with ideas of where it possibly could be. Never got a chance to repair this truck yet. And I'm not talking about the tires. I'm talking about a little bit of the engine work that I did to it before I whacked it on something, trying to practice on those views I was showing y'all earlier, and smacked the truck up really good, and never got a chance to repair it. So right now it acts up every now and then. I don't mind admitting that I smacked the truck up a little bit trying to practice a view. You know what I'm saying? Because that was done in single player mode, and it's practice. I mean, you know, practice, things are going to happen. But the reason why I got practice is because I want to become a better filmmaker when it comes to this simulator. So things are going to happen every now and then. Eventually did get me on this side of the road. gears now. Let's see if I can keep it going. So far I'm floating through them good, no clutching. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. Yeah, we ain't granny shifting here. Looks like I got my timing down tonight. The G27, you can most definitely flow through because that's what I'm doing right now. No clutch, but yeah, I'm going through the 8th shift. It's funny, I'm at idle and I don't hear nothing. No truck is that quiet inside the cab. No truck. And I can't hear nothing. Yeah, you heard right. I kind of messed with my gears a little bit. Instead of jumping to mid-range, I accidentally jumped to high range. And that didn't exactly work too well with my engine. Now, if you notice that when I'm on single player mode, I always gotta move my view around to see if anybody's coming. But yet when I'm online, I don't have to do that. Well, that's because that when I'm online, everything that moves shows up on the GPS. When you're on single player mode, you don't have that option. So, at least now I have the luxury of knowing what's coming at me without the extra added effort of having to turn my head. So far I've been floating through my gears pretty darn nice and I'm loving it. Basically the way you float through your gears is that whenever you switch your gears, always make sure that your foot is completely off that gas pedal. If it's not, you're going to end up in a missed shift. And that's going to result in a whole lot of grinding. Now, some people that I've spoken to online said that they don't like doing that type of shit because they hear the grinding. But the grinding just means your timing is still off. There are times where I've been able to float through my gears without having to hear any of that grind at all. So it's not like it's not like you can hear the grind all the time to normally when you hear it shift. Get your timing just right, you can flow through and not have to hear a grind at all. It all depends on driver and how they attempt to go through their shifting. But there is ways to go about it without having to worry about your grinding whenever you try to float through your gears. Never be afraid to try it. Try it out neither. You know what I'm saying? There's a learning curve to everything. Don't be afraid of the learning curve. A lot of people online don't know how to float through their gears. Don't be afraid to try it, because it's actually quite fun, believe it or not. Quite fun. To mention, when I was just talking about the the upshifting from like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you'll find out inside this simulator you can downshift. You can float your gears down as well. They don't just float up. You can float them down as well. I want to see if I can demonstrate this for you. There you go. I just did it. Basically what my trick is to floating your gears downward in the other direction is basically if you pop it out of gear, you rev your engine, and as you're letting go of the gas pedal directly after you rev it to where the engine is still trying to decelerate, that's when you shift the gears into the lower gear. Alright, and when you do that, it should slide into the gear. Now, in some situations that I've seen, if you try to do it going down in your gears and you miss it, I've learned that sometimes if you just rev the engine and let the engine decelerate, it'll pop into that gear. In real life, I don't suggest doing that because you'll just mess up the synchros and eventually tear up the tranny. But as far as the simulator goes, that is a method that does work. So, once you get good enough and stuff, you won't even need to use the clutch at all except for like just to go. That'd be about it. Yep, just did it again. Still floating through my gears, downshifting. Yeah, how you like that? Well, I guess this here, turned into a how-to video on downshifting and upshifting, floating through your gears with the G27. Now, you may notice you hit a Jake brake every so time you hear me shift. Now, the only reason why I've been trying to teach myself how to do this, even with the Jake brakes, because there have been times where I see a lot of 18-wheelers on the road, and they're going through their gears, floating through them, and they're doing it with the Jake brake. And I don't know about you, but that's one of the prettiest things that I can hear a truck do as they shift. Is that Jake brake that's going through each gear. So I kind of taught myself how to do it with the Jake, and here I am. course, it does take a lot more practice to do it downshifting. I mean, me myself, I'm good at it, and I'm still having trouble figuring out fully how to do it. But for the most part, that's how it works when you do it. I'm going to try and float through my gears from this point on. Ooh, I could miss that. I'm taking my time, so I'm going to try and let these two trucks go before I do. Give them the high beam flash, and they're biting. Fine, I told them to go the first time. Should have just went. You know, watching this train track crossing would be so much more worth it if there was more than just one train. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got an engine and that's it. Like, give me some train cars or something. Through your gears. That's the American way to drive. I gotta admit, that's the first time I floated through 1 all the way up to close to 18 without a single grind. Well, without a single miss. Right? I mean, I actually hit each and every single gear. That's actually a new accomplishment for me. Because normally there's always one gear that always wants to try to miss. Always. still floating through. From here, it looked like a Freightliner. You know, it would be nice to see some Freightliners in this game. I would so love to see like a Freightliner too, because Freightliner don't make a bad truck. You know, I actually drove a few of them myself. They ain't bad. In my opinion, Freightliners some Freightliners are actually more comfortable for the driver than most trucks that I see. Okay. Apparently I have lost 18th speed. I don't have an 18th gear. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't have it anymore. So I guess I find a repair shop. All I got is 17th gear. Yeah, the other gear, I don't know, it somehow died out, but I don't have 18th gear. I hope you all are practicing with your shifting. Like I said before, when it comes to floating through your gears with the G27, anytime that you switch gears, just make sure that your foot is completely off the gas pedal. Completely, or it will result in a missed shift. When you go to downshift, one thing you gotta do is to actually put on the gas, let go of the gas, pull out the gear at the same time, rev the engine again, and as you let go of the gas pedal, when you let it go, pop it in the gear, it should go right in, just like it just did during that exact explanation. So, that's how to float with G27. That's how to float with G27. Yo, do it up. Alright, so I should be seeing a lot more people driving with that skill a lot more after seeing this video. Amazing how many miles I can do with my sun tires. To go for that gear, but I just don't have it to use. Space driving. I could easily be flying through town and all that, but why am I going to want to do that? I mean, it's just not realistic. If I'm going to be going that fast, that truck got all this stuff. But, I mean, think about it. If I'm going to be flying down the highway and all that and stuff, what's the sense of flying down the street when you're on the street and not highway? So that's just not realistic. So that's what I do. I stay with the realism. Okay, so that's where they want me to put it. No introductions or nothing. They just want me to put it right there. Yes, sir. You know, I'm not curious. Can I do this from the cab? Looks like I'm not off to a good start. Come on, mirrors, don't fail me now. Okay, I'm actually having trouble seeing the line. I think that's the line right there. Yeah, I couldn't see that little green line. You turn if I was straight and not. Okay, I accidentally turned on my darn radio. That I actually did not want to do. Smash that. Let's turn that off real quick. See, normally I have this parked a lot quicker, but it's not often that I do this from inside the cab. So I'm a little out of my element this second. Alright. Well, I got that one from directly inside the truck. Nice. Well, everyone, you know what this means. Once the truck is parked, that'd be the end of the video. But like I ask in all of my other videos, if you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, and please leave your comments. Because without your input, I'm not going to know how better to make these videos. So this way I can keep y'all coming back. So until then, catch y'all later. Happy trucking.